Hey my sweetheart, sometimes I sit back and think about how much my life has changed ever since you walked into it, and I can't help but smile. My family honestly believes I've gone a little insane because of you, but in the best way possible. Whenever they look at me, they see this permanent glow on my face, as if I'm carrying around sunshine that no one else can see. And when I told you that you're the reason behind my smile, you laughed and said you didn't do anything. But that's where you're wrong. You've done so much without even realizing it. These days, my face is constantly plastered with a smile, a genuine one that spreads from my lips to my eyes. Even when I'm sitting with my family and trying to act normal, I suddenly start laughing at the smallest memories of you, your cute antics, the way you talk, the way you tease me. My family stares at me as if they're trying to decode some secret. They want to ask me what's going on but hesitate, probably because the change in me is so sudden and so noticeable that they're still trying to understand it. It's funny, really, how I've gone from being just an entertaining person to someone who smiles for no reason, sings without thinking, and daydreams more than ever. They know there's someone special in my life. They can sense it even before I say anything. And honestly, I can't hide it anymore. Your love has made me so effortlessly happy that it radiates through everything I do. I've started singing random songs at unexpected times. I hum tunes I never even paid attention to before, and sometimes I catch myself whispering your name without realizing it. I've never felt this much happiness, not even in my best moments before meeting you. You've become the best thing that has happened to me in a very long time. Earlier, the things that used to trouble me would sit heavily on my heart, weighing me down for days. I used to overthink, worry, and lose myself in stress. But now? When I feel low, even the thought of you suddenly lifts me up. Your presence, whether real or in my imagination, is healing. You have this magical ability to bring peace to my restless mind. Thank you, sweetheart, for coming into my life and showing me how wonderful love can feel, how calming, how warm, how safe. I never thought I would experience this kind of happiness, the kind that feels pure and overflowing. My life feels beautiful in ways I never imagined before. After meeting you, even the world feels like a better place. Everything looks brighter, colors seem more vivid, the air feels lighter, and even ordinary days feel meaningful. I've also become closer to my family. It's like loving you has given me the strength and clarity to reconnect with the people who always loved me but from whom I had drifted away. Now I sit with them, talk with them, laugh with them. I play around with my siblings like I used to, share small stories with my mom, and tease my dad just to make him smile. You made me realize how far I had gone from the people who matter the most, and somehow, through loving you, I found my way back to them. When I see my mom smile because of something I said or did, my heart feels full. She used to look at me with concern, as if she could sense that something was missing in my life. But now her eyes hold warmth and relief. I never want to make my parents worry about me again. So please, keep guiding me, teach me to be a good child, a good sibling, and at the same time a loving, responsible, understanding partner. I want to grow in every direction, not just for myself but for everyone who loves me, including you. These days, when my dad looks at me, there's a softness in his eyes that wasn't there before. Earlier, there was always a hint of tension, as if he wasn't sure how to approach me or what I was going through. Now, when he sees me smiling or cracking jokes, I notice relief spread across his face. Sometimes he even becomes playful, teasing me or laughing with me. That sudden shift in our relationship surprises me, but it also warms my heart more than words can describe. I don't know how it happened so quickly, but I'm certain it's because of the happiness you've given me, the happiness that reflects in everything I do. You brought a sense of peace into my life that I didn't even know I needed. You made me feel seen, cherished, valued. You made me believe that love doesn't have to be complicated or painful, it can be simple, sweet, and steady. Even on days when I feel tired or overwhelmed, the thought of you brings comfort. It feels as if your presence wraps around me like a warm blanket, reminding me that I'm not alone. I've never experienced something so pure before. There are moments when I sit alone and replay the way you talk to me, the way you laugh, the way you listen. Sometimes I even start talking to myself because my mind is filled with memories of you. My family notices and gives me strange looks, but they also smile, because they can see how deeply I care for you. They see the change in me, and they feel the positivity radiating from me. I've become lighter, more joyful, more alive. You're not just someone I love, you're someone who has transformed the way I see life. You've become a reason for me to grow, to heal, to appreciate the world around me. You brought back the version of me that I thought I had lost, the happy, hopeful, loving version. I don't know how to thank you enough for everything you've done without even trying. All I know is that my heart feels fuller, softer, and more peaceful because of you. You are the happiness I didn't know I was searching for. I love you, sweetheart. More than words can ever fully express. Hey, my sweetheart. There's something I've been wanting to confess for a long time, something that has been resting heavily on my heart, waiting for the right moment to be spoken. You've known me for so many years now. We've grown together, shared laughter, arguments, small misunderstandings, and comforting silences. From the beginning, we've had a connection, maybe not the kind either of us could fully explain, but something warm and familiar that made our bond feel natural. But what you never knew, what I've kept hidden deep inside me, is that I've been carrying romantic feelings for you for quite some time. I never found the courage to tell you, mainly because you were interested in someone else. I didn't want to intrude on your happiness or complicate your feelings by adding my own to the mix. A part of me was terrified that confessing might ruin the beautiful friendship we shared. Losing you, even in the slightest sense, felt like too big of a risk. So I stayed quiet, pretending everything was fine, pretending I was content with just being your friend. Meanwhile, my heart kept whispering truths I wasn't ready to acknowledge aloud. Eventually, I talked to some close friends about what I was feeling. They listened patiently as I described my confusion, my fear, and the heaviness of holding everything inside. Their advice was simple but powerful: take a leap of faith. They reminded me that relationships, any relationships worth keeping, are built on trust, maturity, and understanding. They told me that you were a mature, thoughtful person and that even if you didn't feel the same way, you would handle my feelings with care. They made me realize something important: you would never break our friendship just because of my emotions. Their reassurance helped me gather the courage I had been lacking, even though I'm still trembling with nerves as I say all of this. It's strange to admit, but I didn't like you romantically from the very beginning. When we first met, I was closed off. I never spoke much, and when I did, it wasn't with the softness or openness I now feel around you. I kept my walls high, unsure of you, unsure of myself. But slowly, as we spent more time together, I began to see your genuine kindness, the warmth behind your actions, the sincerity in your words. I realized you were a good person, someone I could trust, someone who made me feel safe. That's when I found myself opening up to you little by little, without even noticing how naturally it happened. Then I started seeing more layers of you, your fun, playful side that could make me laugh without even trying, and your serious, thoughtful side that appeared when someone needed understanding. Somehow, those contrasting pieces of you blended perfectly, making you someone I admired deeply. You became a presence I looked forward to. Your positivity, your energy, your quiet strength, they all created a space in my heart that I didn't expect. It wasn't dramatic or sudden. It happened gently, quietly, almost secretly, like a flower blooming without anyone realizing it. For the longest time, I didn't recognize these feelings as love. I told myself I simply appreciated you as a close friend. But everything changed the moment you started showing interest in someone else. I remember the surprise I felt at the jealousy that rose inside me, sharp, confusing, and impossible to ignore. I felt angry when you gave that person more attention, and I found myself asking, why am I feeling this way? What is happening to me? That confusion made me confront my emotions honestly, and that's when I finally admitted to myself that I liked you as more than a friend. But by the time I realized the truth, you were already dreaming of someone else. So I forced myself to prioritize your happiness over my longing. I stayed silent, convincing myself that the best thing I could do for you, and for us, was to keep things the way they were. I didn't want to burden you or make you feel conflicted. I didn't want to lose the closeness we already had. But now, after carrying these emotions quietly for so long, I want to be honest. I've never shown you anything more than friendship until now, but I want to change that. I want you to know what you mean to me, even if nothing comes out of it. I want to be transparent, not because I expect you to return my feelings, but because truth deserves its own moment. I truly hope that, no matter what happens after this, our friendship remains intact. I hope we can look back on this moment not as something that created distance, but as something that showed trust. I love you. I don't know how deep that love goes or how to measure it, I just know that it exists, fully and sincerely, held in my heart with all the honesty I can give.